Hi, welcome to Market Monday. This is the real estate activity in Worcester County as well as the Delaware beaches for the past 7 days. The big news here at the beach is we did get snow over the weekend. There was that big nor'easter front that came through, and a lot of places got about 12 to 13 inches. As you go a little bit farther north, you got a little bit less snow. But I'll try and throw up some videos or at least some pictures here because snow on the beach is not something we see every day. So it's always exciting for us when we get a little snow at the beach. If we're looking at the numbers here in Worcester County, not much has changed as far as numbers go. We're sitting at about the same averages that we've been seeing kind of week in and week out. New listings, we had 26 under contract, we had 53, and we had 30 closed properties. So that's sitting at about our weekly averages that we'd be looking at right now. The big story is inventory is still drastically low. I pulled these numbers just early this morning, and we had 240 properties in the entire county. So that's condos, single-family homes, everything. We had 240 properties. I think at last checking, we're even lower than that now. We're down to 216 or we're right around 220. So that is drastically low. There's not a lot out there on the market, and when it does come on the market, it flies off the shelf. So our median days on market last week was 13 days. And what that means is if you put your home on the market in Worcester County last week or the week before, and it was priced right, the odds are that it went under contract within 13 days. So if you put your home on the market, it went under contract in 13 days. And that's an average. That's not everybody, but that's the average. And so that is a historic market for anyone who's thinking of selling. Like I said, there's not a lot of competition out there because our inventory is so low. So if you are thinking about listing your property here in the near future, contact me, contact your local real estate agent, because now is definitely the time that you should be considering selling if it's something that has been on your mind. So let's look at the numbers for Delaware. Again, the big news is it snowed at the beach. If you work your way up a little bit farther north into Delaware, the less snow you got. I was out in Fenwick Island over the weekend. They got plenty of snow. It's always good to see snow on the beach out there. Numbers wise, last week we're kind of sitting at our weekly averages, what we've been looking at the past couple weeks. We had 43 new listings, 33 under contract, and 42 closed. There's not much to report there. That's kind of sitting around what we would kind of expect to see in the past few weeks. Big thing is, inventory is still drastically low, just like everywhere else. There's just not a lot of competition. So if you are thinking about putting your home on the market, right now it's just not a lot of competition. There's still a ton of buyers out there. And you can tell that because the median days on market last week was 8. So what that says is there's still a lot of buyers. If you're pricing your home right, you're putting it on the market, you're doing all the marketing that you need to do, your home goes under contract in 8 days. So if you put your home on the market and it was priced right, the odds are that it went under contract in 8 days, which is just, it's astonishing, to think about. So let's recap here. The biggest thing is the past weekend, it snowed. We don't get to see that a lot at the beach. Numbers wise, we were sticking around our averages. But what I like to say is if you're thinking about listing your home, now's a great time. The competition is so low. Our inventory is so low. There's not a lot out there for buyers to look at. And when the buyers are looking at it, if it's priced right, it's going off the market. So you still have a ton of buyers out there. So if you're thinking about listing your home, talk to a real estate professional. And for you as a buyer, if you're thinking about buying, you need to do 2 things. Talk to a real estate professional, and if you're getting financing, talk to your lender. There's still a lot of places out there. Interest rates are still historically low. They're starting to creep up a little bit. But in the Delaware beaches, there was 42 closings last week. In Worcester County, there was 30 closings. So there's still people out there buying homes. So it's still a good market as long as you can get your ducks in a row and get a good offer in. So all that being said, hopefully it won't snow again next weekend. But other than that, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next week at Market Monday.